Well, good morning. Good morning. I want to thank everybody for coming. I want to especially thank Rick Samek and Carson Boxberger for hosting this announcement in their special, their brilliant offices. And so it gets us ready for the ball season as I look out there. We were with Mike Nutter yesterday, and he was just concerned with the weather that the grass might not get green. But in any event, besides the season, we're going to also cover a few improvements that we plan on doing over the next couple of years to the theater to take advantage of an opportunity that we really helped create ourselves. As many of you know, the theater over the last 4 or 5 years has really blossomed. And we've done that by using business principles and using a model that's somewhat unique in the public sector. I mean, we're doing promotions, marketing, security, we do contract negotiations, profit margins, taking a look at beverage sales, ticket price points, things that are somewhat unique that you don't always see in the public side. And so we run this. We've also been able to create a reserve in case not every show is a guarantee. Like any business enterprise, we'd like to set up here and say everything behind us is just going to be a sellout. We're going to make all kinds of money, but it doesn't work like that. That's not the real world. So we've created a reserve to offset any type of shortfall we may have. Now, we've been lucky. We've had limited shortfalls. But the key to that is when you're on the public side, it takes any burden or risk off the taxpayer. This doesn't affect the taxpayer at all. And as we grow the business and as the staff continues to prosper with it, we hope that model has to operate, because this should be like any business. If you want to come, if we've got a good product, you'll come. If we don't have one, you won't. You'll go someplace else. So we appreciate anybody's business. Anyway, now the season. The headliner behind me is Chicago. That's a big step for us to get an icon group like that to come into Fort Wayne, especially at the Foellinger Theater. Last year, we kicked off with Huey Lewis. This is even a step above that. This group performs all over the world, and we're just blessed and happy that they're going to grace our stage on Tuesday, August 27th. That'll be a big event for this community, and I'd encourage anybody that's listened to this or reads about this to get your tickets early. And like I said this morning, buy early and buy often. Beyond that, we'll kick off the season on Friday, May 24th with Hotel California. It's an Eagles tribute band. But it is one of the most popular events we run out there, so we'll bring them back. The community loves them. They put on a great act, and what a great way to kick off the summer and to kick off the Memorial Day weekend. Again, it will be our season's tagged a summer like no other, and I don't think it could be better, more appropriately tagged. Other national acts coming in on Saturday, June 22nd, we'll have Little River Band. America will hit the stage on Saturday, July 20th. We're bringing in Kansas on Saturday, September 14th. And the Letterman will be back after a couple-year absence on Saturday, September 21st. Other tribute bands beside Hotel California, we're going to bring in a new group to do a Jimmy Buffett tribute called Parrots of the Caribbean. They'll be here Friday, June 7th. For Beatle fans, Brit Beat will be back on Saturday, August 10th, and then Midnight Special, who was here last year, will be here on August 23rd. And they give us a trip through the 70s with Journey and Queen and Styx. Cherish the Ladies will be back for that demographic. That's a popular group we've had, and they'll be back on Friday, July 22nd. And of course, the other traditional local groups we typically have, Spike and the Community Band and the Alley Cats, and of course, Elvis will be in the house again, so they'll be here all summer. One final thing, we have free movies on Wednesday. This year, a different time frame. It's going to start at 9. We used to start at 8:30, but the daylight is just almost people can't see them. So while it'll be a little later, they are free, but they'll be starting at 9 o'clock. Before I turn it over for some improvements, I want to make sure I thank our sponsors. One thing, I always want to thank the Foellinger Foundation for the ongoing support we get. The Lincoln Foundation every year comes to the table and helps sponsor some of our concerts. We have a special sponsor this year to help us out with Chicago. The two primary sponsors will be Sweetwater. I think Chris is here from Sweetwater Sound, and Parks are helping out on that sponsor that also. Our media sponsors, and again, these guys are just invaluable to us. Fun 101.7 or WLDE, been there through the early days, and now are just, and I know Chris is here representing them. They just do an incredible job for us, and we just can't thank them enough. WMEE, the River, NIPR, PBS, and our good old friends at What's Up continue to plug us all the time. We have we're always looking for additional corporate sponsors, so anybody out there that wants to come forth, and but we'll take your checks today. But if you, and you'll get into the concerts. But I would be remiss if I didn't thank the team at Parks and Rec, who put in countless hours. You know, I get to go up on the stage and I get to announce it and I get to smile and, hey boy, great job and everything. But the people that get it done are people like Gary Moore, Sarah Nichter. Mitch Shepard will be promoted here to Deputy Director in charge of the two largest venues we have, which are Botanical Conservatory and the Conservatory and the theater. And we're going to have a new, I'm going to skip over one guy that's put a little time with us. We're going to have a new person managing the theater, and Tim Byers back there will start. I think you just started a couple days ago, didn't you, Tim? So welcome aboard. With that, I don't think I've missed anybody except my mother. But,